Hey Virgo, welcome to your weekly forecast for August 17th through the 23rd. We're going to see what's happening the week ahead for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising with this lovely mermaid themed deck here to go with our mermaid and ocean theme for the summer. And then, my darling Virgos, we're going to pull a mermaid oracle card for you all from this deck here. This Lana Del Rey mermaid. I don't know why when I see that it makes me think of Lana Del Rey. I don't know what she's up to these days. But we're going to see what's happening for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for August 17th through the 23rd. Keep in mind, my darlings, that even if you come across this video after the date has passed, it still applies. The Spirit brought you here because there's messages here for you. Even if you're not a Virgo. If you just said, oh, what's this? And you clicked on it. You clicked on it because there's messages for you. So we're going to see what's happening for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Without further ado, my dears, my dears, my dears. Your first card here is the Three of Wands. And the creator of this deck has this listed here as motivation. Okay, motivation. This is a cool deck because the creator has put little keywords. So like if you're trying to learn tarot or if you forget what the cards mean, this is actually pretty cool because you've got like a little cheat sheet there on the bottom. So motivation. Three of Wands can also indicate collaborations, like creative collaborations that we're teaming up or partnering with other people. But for me in my readings, Three of Wands is the two main feelings and vibes with it is an awakening, like when you've woken up and you've seen things you can't unsee. And also it's an entrepreneurship card for me where somebody is getting ready to launch something they've been working on. And there's this point of no return. You've come too far to turn back now, and you're just going to put something out there and hope for the best and see what happens. Well, the good news is Three of Wands comes with the message that what you're putting out there is going to be successful, right? You're going to get success from it. You're going to be able to analyze the results and figure out how to further fine-tune it, how to make it even more successful. But there's a sense of enterprise with the Three of Wands, right? So even if it's not putting out a business or an invention, it may be you, my darlings. You might be putting yourself out there. You might be feeling kind of ambitious and putting yourself out there to meet people or to make friends, or putting yourself out there like within a new community of like an interest that you're wanting to do, whether it's something artistic or creative, or you're wanting to go off and like be a LARPer or whatever it is. You're putting yourself out there, and it's being favorable for you. It's turning out favorably for you. Okay, you might be putting yourself out there in terms of career, going, being assertive, going after positions or things that are, of interest to you, or seeking higher employment, or just being ready to be seen and to put yourself out there and having it be favorable for you. The next card here, my dears, is Two of Wands. So you got a lot of fire in your energy right now, my dears. You got a lot of fire in your energy. And so even though you're an earth sign, you've got these fire energies. So, the wands are all about action, passion, drive, ambition. So you may be feeling ambitious. Now, I feel like there's a very important message here for you, Virgo. I feel like you're putting something out there this week, or you're getting ready to put something out there this week. Whether it is, like I said, an invention or a business, you may be pitching something to somebody, or you may be selling yourself, not selling yourself in a derogatory way, but presenting yourself for a job or a promotion, or presenting to your employer an idea that you might have and how to, improve work performance or product or quality. And the Two of Wands lets us know there's an offer coming your way. Somebody's interested. Somebody is interested in working with you, collaborating with you, buying your idea, maybe even promoting you or putting you in charge of a department or a project. And Two of Wands lets you know, Virgo, that it's going to be important for you to do a little bit of research here and get a better idea of what the appropriate compensation would be. Because Two of Wands, even though I know it says vision here, like vision and like thinking outside of the box, and there's definitely that feel to it. Two of Wands for me is like somebody knows the value of what you're presenting. And even though you know it has value, you still don't know how much. And so now you're in a situation where somebody else is looking at you like, wow, what a deal, what a steal here for me, right? Like, this is going to be a really great thing for me. And this person doesn't really realize what they're onto. And so they might kind of lowball you a little bit. And so, but if you go in having done your research and being well aware of what you're bringing to the table here, how much they might be making from this idea or from working with you, what other people in this field or doing this kind of work are compensated. Is it like a one-time payment? Is it a percentage? Once you get all that figured out, you're going to be able to come up with an agreement that feels fair to you, where you're getting exactly what you're entitled to, and so that you don't walk away later kicking yourself saying, oh man, had I known, I would have negotiated for this, or I would have negotiated for that. So there can be an aspect of negotiations, preparing for negotiations, so that you're not shortchanging yourself. Two of Wands also indicates as you're getting ready to launch this idea or pitch this thing, make sure you think about what some of the challenges might be, or what some of the oppositions might be, or some of the reasons why somebody might say no, and think about the solutions to those so that you're ready, so that you're not caught off guard. Well, I'm glad you brought that up. Here's how I propose that would be resolved, going with that kind of approach. So your next card here, Virgo, is Judgment. And this is a major arcana card. And when the major arcana cards come up, it's like a new chapter in our life. It's a significant turning point. And the Judgment card can indicate that you're going through a very significant awakening, where you're wanting to do something more purposeful in your life. You're wanting to do something more meaningful in your life. And so you're in this energy of wanting to help, make a change, make a difference, right? So the Judgment card can come up during times of things like career change, and there's a lot of that going on right now. There's a lot of that going on right now, right? Because a lot of people are thinking right now about how much the world is changing, and that like life is short, and people are putting their priorities into perspective. And so Virgo, you might really be feeling that energy yourself right now, where you're wanting to do things that feel more meaningful or more purposeful. I feel some of you might even be wanting to get into trying to find ways to take your own gifts and talents and mentor other people. Like, take your own struggle and help people who are going through that struggle, because you're coming out of it. You're coming out on top. Like, you're feeling blessed, or you're about to feel very blessed and very grateful for what you have and how far you've come, and you're wanting to help others do the same. You're wanting to help others do the same. Judgment card 2, Virgo. And I don't want you to get too worried, because this is not going to be for every single one of you. I think if it is for you, then you're already going to know it, so it's going to already resonate with you. Judgment card can also show up when we're at a crossroads with the people in our life, because they're making it very difficult for us to go through our ascension, go through our vibration, and we're having to go our separate ways. we're outgrowing situations or relationships, and we're finding that the situations and relationships around us feel to be very low vibrational, maybe even toxic. And so a lot of the times the Judgment card comes up for me in a reading where it's like you can't force it anymore. You can't fake the relationships. You can't fake the connections. You might even have a hard time being around certain people because they may say things to you that are so bothersome or so, like, I don't know if I want to use the word cringe, because cringe is such like a buzzword now. It's like a hip in word, and I don't want to diminish it, right? Because it's something very bothersome to you, concerning, something very concerning, worrisome, like you're not wanting to be associated with those people. You're not wanting to have any connections with them because you're realizing that you guys don't have the same beliefs and the same values, and you feel that a lot of their beliefs might be low vibrational or toxic. And so it's becoming very difficult for you to be around some of the people that you've known for a very long time. Some of you are feeling very overwhelmed in a workplace because the politics of the workplace, they haven't changed. They're the same that they always were, but you're waking up to them and you're seeing like the culture of the workplace, or the way things are being done, and it's like you're having a physical reaction to it. Like you're like, I gotta get out of here. So lots of shifting, lots of changing, right? And wanting to do things that are more meaningful. Your next card here, Virgo, is 10 of Wands. And 10 of Wands is the completion of a project, right? So what you're setting out to do, you're going to complete. You're going to be successful, right? You're going to see it through. The creator of this deck has this card listed as responsibility. Okay, so some of you are really seeing your responsibilities through, completing those responsibilities. But 10 of Wands could also come with the energy of needing to delegate. So you have all of this energy around you right now. You have these things that you're working on, these transitions that you're wanting to make. You're going through this awakening, right? And you're seeing the truth of situations and people and situations that you don't want to be around. So 10 of Wands can indicate that we need to take it easy. And we need to see about finding assistance or finding help and learning to delegate. Learning to delegate. This is especially true if any of you are launching some kind of idea or something that you're pitching, that you're going to have ownership of later on in the future. You know, you're going to have to learn to delegate. You're going to have to learn to communicate with people because you can't do everything from start to finish. So you're being asked this week to practice communicating with others and delegating responsibilities to the appropriate people. Like in a work situation, you can practice that as well. But completing this task, finishing what you set out to do. So Virgo, without further ado, we're going to see what your oracle message is for the week. And as always, I like to remind you that this reading is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate entirely. But sometimes watching your moon sign or rising sign video can add a little extra information, or some weeks it might resonate more. So let's go ahead and see what your oracle message is for the week. So what we have for the week, my darlings, is this card here. You have reflections. It says, what you contemplate can actualize. So this is a card of manifesting. Make sure you're keeping your reflections, your eyes on the prize here as you're moving forward. There may be some stresses. You may have some discouragement here as your eyes are opening up and you're seeing the toxic energy around you. But keep your eyes on the prize, because that's what your outcome will be. That's what you'll be manifesting. Again, my dears, you may want to schedule a private reading or check out your moon, sun, and rising sign videos. If you haven't already watched your channeled angel messages for August, those might be very helpful. They're linked in the description. And also the love readings for August are linked in the description as well. And don't forget, guys, every single day I post in the morning a card of the day with a daily message. And later on in the day, I post a fun little pick a card game on social media, Amethyst Angellight, Facebook and Instagram. A lot of people have been enjoying those. And every month, towards the end of the month, I pick somebody who wins a free 30-minute reading with me. And then I pick somebody else who wins whatever the giveaway prize is for the month. So if you want to see August's prize, I really loved it when I saw it. It's something Mixed Media Girl put together. And I immediately thought of Archangel Uriel when I saw it. And for those of you who don't know, Archangel Uriel is yellow and orange. Oh, I got a Palo Santo ash on my finger. Archangel Uriel is yellow and orange, and so that giveaway that I saw inspired my nail choice for August, which has been very controversial. Some of you have flipped out, like you can't handle it. You can't deal with the pointy yellow and orange nails. So I'm sorry, but it is what it is. And I want to thank Rapid Luxury for the nails, which I happen to like. And I want to thank her for also sending me these really cool sunglasses. They're like a cool light blue color. She's got a bunch of different colors and options. Check her out, dude. She's been great and really kind to me, and I thank her. And if you want to partake in my giveaways, be sure that you're on the social media. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Wishing you all a wonderful, wonderful week ahead. Take care, my dears.